Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're looking at another product. This one is Temperament, it says on it. And it actually goes by the name of, let's see, I have my review notes here. ksearphone-bell-lb-s hi-fi earphone. So it's a big name. So I'd prefer to call it the Temperament. Inside the box, you're going to get a whole bunch of different things. It's a very big box, too, for such little earbuds. It is a fixed cable, so but it is a nice nylon-y cable, if you can see that there. You got the little organizer metal plugs. It looks very premium. I've used it so much that I ended up wearing out the ear pads. So these things have been tested, and there's no removable cable part here. I think that would have made these just over the edge perfect. I'm not going to take the thing off. In the description, the picture that I show in the thumbnail, I'll show you the drivers in there and everything. But these little guys, now, for some reason, they're a diameter that actually fits my ear well. I don't use earbuds too much. I do own maybe 12 at the most. Some of my best being these, the One Mores, the BGVPs, which is those are like flagship ones. So, getting on the subject of these, they fit in my ears perfectly. And I was very, very shocked with the sound, and we'll go over that in just a little bit. Build quality is great with these. The only con, like I said, is the cable doesn't get removed. And we'll look at my notes in a second. First of all, you get a nice big pouch. Inside the pouch, you'll get these silicone ear hooks, because you can use these wrapped around your ears if you want. You get a whole giant bag. I want to make sure there's nothing else in there. Get a whole giant bag full of these foam pads. So don't worry. If I putting them on and off constantly, I wore those out already. I'm trying to test things a little bit longer than I normally do, because I want a really good opinion to give you guys of these products and everything. And unless it's true wireless, I'll use the true wireless for probably about a week before I come out with my decision on them. Everything else will be maybe a little bit longer. Maybe 2 weeks, 15 days. So that you get the ring type, you got white, you got black, and you got the solid type and ring type on here. I don't know. I don't really like the ring type, to be honest. I like the silicone ring ones that go around the ear things. But it's very hard to find earphones that have that. So, nice pouch, nice accessories. And very nice units. They were comfortable in my ears. There's not much to them. They do have a nice weight to them for the speaker. And we'll get into the sound now. Obviously, isolation earbuds don't really go together. So let me take a look at my notes. I'm not the biggest user of flat style buds. I do get a bunch. I got some really expensive ones like the Moondrop Chacon and the Leap Seed, if I'm saying that right. The Nameless, a couple from other companies. I did have Monks a while back. So anyway, I do own a few and have a bunch on my desk for review all the time. I kept a few of the ones that fit me and sounded better to me. One of the main problems with the style is the secure and the fit. It's going to be different for everybody because everybody's ears is different. And of course, if it doesn't fit in your ears, you're going to get it to sound different. You're going to lose bass. You're going to lose, it's not going to sound as much. It's going to sound far away. You may not like them at all. Fit is very important when it comes to both IEMs and earphones. Not so much headphones. If you get a nice seal, it makes a big difference, obviously. But it's just really dependent on when you're talking about things that you're putting on or in your ear. So we'll start at the bass. I was very surprised they had sub bass on these. And it's obviously not going to be rumbling your ear or anything. It's more of like a kind of balanced, kind of neutralish sub bass, but it has very good texture and detail there. Then you get into mid bass, and mid bass has a very nice kick as well. Obviously it's not a bass head one. I'm sure there are ones like this that fit in your ear just right and have some mega bass. I don't have too many. Maybe the one more has some really good bass to it. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Most of them I have a neutral. So it's very textured. It's got some punch there. It definitely has some presence. There's very good speed and control. So it's enjoyable. And like I said, sub bass is kind of on the neutral side. Mid bass being a little bit more prominent, but not overpowering at all. You get into the mids. Now the mids sound very good. They're rich. They got a nice body. There's excellent details and clarities. You get the vocals. They sound natural. They don't sound thin at all. And the positioning is kind of forward, but it's still kind of placed almost center. So it was good. It was like a natural position. Treble had a nice amount of air and sparkle. Of course, there was details there. I didn't find it bright at all, so that was very good. I found the treble to be well controlled and not harsh. And of course, soundstage and imaging separation, very good on these as well. I found that it was as wide as deep, kind of keeping to like an organic, natural kind of spacing, but it still had very, very good soundstage to it with good accuracy. So ultimately, I like these. I'm going to actually see if I put the specs up for these two, because I know I didn't read the specs out for you guys. So we'll just try to find the specs. Let's of course get into the general information about these. Call them the Temperament if you want, or call them the ksearphone-bell-lb-s. They're marketed, at least the link is going to say KRSA. It's the same thing. For some reason this box says Temperament on it. Impedance is 30 ohms. Very good. Sensitivity is 105 decibels. Frequency range is 10 to 40 kilohertz. It's got a THD of lower than 1%. Cable length is 1.2 meters. As far as I think it only comes in black. I'm not 100% sure. There might be a black and white version as well, which looks kind of nice. 3.5 millimeter termination. Inside is a big 15 millimeter unit. I thought it was a little bit bigger than 15. There's no documentation on this box whatsoever. So that's basically all the information that I have on it, and my notes. So afterthoughts on this. These will definitely be in my list of earbuds that I'm going to be using. They're very good sounding. They're not bass head, but there's good bass. They have good mids. They have decent treble and a great soundstage, accuracy, separation, and everything. They sound really good. I'll leave a link down below because I think there's only like one place you can get these at the time right now. And if you're looking for buds, these might actually be buds that you really, really like. I really did enjoy these. And I don't use a lot of these. Like I've tried a lot of these, but I don't use a lot of this type. I usually use in-ears and on-ears at the most. But every now and then something like this comes along and it surprises you. Of course, we tested this with the, the Quest Dial and the SG-1 Pegasus and the V6 DAP and the Griffin and a bunch of other different things. I like the weight to these too. They got a nice little weight to them, but they're not overly weight. Don't think that they won't be comfortable in your ears. They got a nice small diameter, so it fit in my ears just perfectly. They just kind of rest there, and they sing sweet music in my ears. So honestly, I gotta like these things. My favorite buds right now, these guys right here. Thank you so much for watching, and please be safe. I will see you on the next video.